that should have felt more funner. It should have been a more enjoyable writing process. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Emily Paige Wilson. If you're new to my channel, which y'all probably are because it's still a little new baby channel, I'm a poet and I also write novels in verse for young adult readers. And I have started a series of writing vlogs to document how 200 words by 200 words a day, I am slowly making my way to my second novel in verse project. It's about Bigfoot and health anxiety. I'm not crying, y'all, but the wind chill is like bringing tears to my eyes. I wanted to shoot out in front of the pretty pine trees again, but it's a little chilly. Why I'm not wearing a winter coat, I don't know. But today is Sunday, February the 7th. If you have watched my 2 other weekly vlogs, you will know it has been a challenge for me to keep track of what day of the week it is. So I am determined, third time's a charm, that I will actually relay to you accurate information about what day of the week it is. So it's Sunday, we're gonna start the writing vlog here for the week, and this morning I got about 330 words, so I was an overachiever this morning. I know y'all who write prose are probably laughing at me, but we went ahead, did 330 words. I'm still obviously in the fun and games section, but it's really fun because I'm working my way towards a false victory. And so I'm getting to write with a little bit of pomp and circumstance and undue confidence in the voice of my protagonist. And we both know it's gonna come back and bite her in the tushy afterwards, but nobody says tushy. That's fine, it's fine. But it's gonna come back and it's gonna haunt her. But for now though, it's fun to kind of see her grow into herself before she really learns the lesson that she needs closer to the dark night of the soul. So Sunday, starting the week off strong. We were just hanging out really with my protagonist today, and we will see where we pick back up tomorrow. Hey y'all, so it is Monday, February the 8th. That's 2 out of 2 days where I know for a fact, I'm telling y'all, it's the right date. It's after 6. I stayed a little bit later at work today, in my home office, obviously. Writing went okay today. I'm gonna be honest, I did hit my word count. In fact, I almost doubled my word count goal for the day, and I wrote more yesterday as well. But I almost wish I had stopped, y'all. I reached the end of a vignette and that it was a little bit below the word count, but it would have averaged out with yesterday's. And I almost wish I stopped because the quality of my attention was just not that strong. And there were things in the writing that should have felt more funner. It should have been a more enjoyable writing process than I dragged it out to be, because I could have structured something almost in a listicle format, which has a lot of poetic license. I could have really, you know, taken a hold of that and infused some more creativity into a part of the vignette that I wrote today. And of course, editing Emily can go back and can, you know, modify this language obviously, but I do try to be so intentional about the time that I'm at my desk with, you know, the blank page, especially writing a novel in verse. For me, it's easier to write clean, crisp images and lines the first time than to go back and try to slip into that mindset later on, you know, 6, 7, 8 months down the road. However, something that might have contributed to the kind of mental fog that I was experiencing writing today is that I'm realizing I'm at a point where more research into cryptozoology and Bigfoot hunters could probably really benefit me. I did some preliminarily, and then I kind of jumped into writing. Also, you know, I think Bigfoot is a pretty familiar creature in terms of the collective consciousness, especially now that I live in the Pacific Northwest, my dad swears he saw a Bigfoot track. We live near Carr Lake in North Carolina, right near the Virginia borderline, and my dad swears he has seen a Bigfoot footprint there. It's so funny. My dad's known for what we call Bobbyisms, and he said he's not gonna watch this. He was like, well, I can't tell you what it was, but it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. So, you know, probably was a Bigfoot footprint. But needless to say, my protagonist is obsessed with Bigfoot, and finding Bigfoot is incredibly important to her for really personal reasons. And so I definitely need to do more research in subsequent drafts. And I think that might be why I feel like I hit a wall a little bit with this. But you know, it's okay. I went through again my little beat sheet from here until the end of Act 2A, and I think because I wrote so much yesterday and today, I kind of recalibrated the word count. I think I might hit the end of Act 2A around the 16K mark instead of the 15K mark, which does not sound like a lot. I know that a margin of error of like 1,000 words isn't a lot if you're, you know, writing 75 or 90K, but when I'm really focusing on 30 to 35,000 words, the pacing is going to start to feel a little bit compromised if I'm not slightly strict about pacing plot with word count. So we'll see how that goes. Again, this is also a first draft, so I think I just kind of need to like turn that part of my mind off as well. So that's where we are for Monday. I also forgot to tell y'all, you'll probably see, or you will have seen, B-roll footage before this clip of me typing. That was from yesterday morning, and I had made a vegan banana bread cake, and I was just so pleased with it. So if I can remember, I'll put the video recipe below, but that's why that was in the shot, because I was pleased. Hello friends, so it is Tuesday, February 9th. I am on my lunch break, and I went ahead and got my words in for the day. I hit my word count. I feel like I definitely redeemed myself from yesterday when my attention felt really scattered and I wasn't super thrilled with what I wrote. I went back and read yesterday's writing, and I just literally left myself notes in the margins. Like, this doesn't even technically make sense. I was talking about extracting certain measurements from a Bigfoot track cast that would have implied knowing vertical information instead of like horizontal physical anatomy information. It like didn't make sense because, you know, my headspace didn't make sense yesterday. But to counteract that, I really focused on sensory details. I feel like when I can't focus my attention and center it well during writing sessions, it always really helps bringing in that poetic influence and thinking about, okay, what does your protagonist see and hear and smell, but not using those filter verbs. I hate catching filter verbs in my work when my protagonist says, I see something, instead of me, the author, just letting the readers know what's in the line of vision. So, you know, did we spend some time talking about the color of the sky in this? Yeah, we did, right? Is it just like when I spent 20 minutes describing the apple skin? Probably, but the writing feels much better. So I'm happy about that. Definitely, you know, ended in a solid place where I know where to pick back up tomorrow. So I am happy about that. And also thank you to everybody who left sweet comments on my AuthorTube newbie tag. I will put that in the cards. There. It'll go somewhere. But now it is back to work. I have a budget meeting now. Which, although, like, planning a budget is still not as hard as writing a book. So at least there's that. Hey everybody, it's Thursday, February 11th. I am still on my game when it comes to knowing what day of the week it is. I wrote yesterday, I didn't vlog, but I hit my word count for both days. We're still in the fun and game section, not much to report on that end. The writing definitely went better yesterday than a few days ago. Also this morning went well. I woke up super early, for me anyway. I woke up at 6 and was able to get all of my writing out of the way, which was really nice not to have to do it after work or on my lunch break. I do need y'all's help though. I need a name for a high school physics teacher, and I know I want it to be something science related, but I just haven't found the one yet. So if you have any ideas, leave them below in the comments, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out if you do end up inspiring this fictitious physics teacher's name. I also wanted to give you guys an update. I know that I mentioned in my last vlog that I was doing working with a creative arts therapist, and she is having me do tarot readings for the new moon and the full moon, and tonight's the new moon in Aquarius. And y'all, I had such a bad feeling about it. I knew this was gonna happen. I probably jinxed myself into this, but the entire time I was trying to do the reading tonight for the new moon, for Aquarius, we're setting intentions, right? I was like, I'm gonna get those same cards again. I'm gonna get the same cards that have the stink energy from the Leo full moon spread. And wouldn't you know, I pulled 3 of the 6 in the same order that they appeared last time. And I know it's about probability. I know I've heard somewhere that if you put 2 cards, any 2 cards together in a deck and shuffle, the probability is that those 2 cards are still in the same order as before you shuffled them. So I completely just reset the deck, and my boyfriend was like, that's cheating, you can't do that. But you know, I'm not sitting in that stink energy again for another 2 weeks. So I cut that out, redid it. I drew a lot of pentacles this time because of course it's not nearly as evenly distributed as it was before. But if you also have good advice for how to reset your deck, let me know, because we're not doing, you know, the 9 of Swords again. Like we're done with that. The Hanged Man, we're, you know, moving on. So because it is Thursday, Laura and Kevin do live writing streams, and I just tuned into that, and I'm trying to decide whether or not to work on a newsletter during the last little bit of this writing stream, or if I just want to clean the kitchen and eat pizza. Let me know what you would do. I mean, the pizza is really tempting, y'all. Hey guys, so it's Friday the 12th February. It's the afternoon. I finished my writing for today. I've been on a streak the past few days of surpassing my word count, which on one hand feels good, but on the other hand, I really hope I'm not rushing any of the work and that the writing all feels like it's high quality writing. Really the most important thing to me is how attuned my attention is every time I come to the page. But we're gonna put down the keyboard, put down the pen for the day. I am gonna work on that newsletter that I mentioned in the last clip. I got a little bit of work done on it yesterday, but not too much. Tomorrow, I'm excited though, because the characters, we're still in fun and games. We probably are gonna be in fun and games for the next, if I write like 1,000, 1,500 words a week, probably the next 3 to 4 weeks, to be honest. But tomorrow's gonna be a fun scene because the characters are going to find a piece of evidence to suggest the existence of Bigfoot. Is it real? Is it not real? Y'all gonna have to wait to find out. The characters are gonna have to find out. But that should be really fun. I think that that will give a lot of opportunity for some creative description. Hey guys, it is Saturday. It's the 13th. It's the end of the week. We did it. We hit our word goal every day this week, which is really exciting. I don't know why I always want to stand out in the snow. It's so beautiful though. I'm cold, y'all. I'm a North Carolina girl. I'm not used to this. You can give me humidity and I'm fine, but give me snow and I'm just like, I can't. Every person for themselves at that point. But today I definitely did work on the scene that I mentioned earlier, where I said there was going to be a piece of evidence introduced to the characters that, you know, does it prove the existence of Bigfoot? Does it not? So it'll be fun to watch the characters continue to dissect this piece of evidence. The snow is so pretty, but it's chilly. So I'm gonna wrap up the vlog for the week. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I said before, if you have an idea for what would be a good name for a high school physics teacher, let me know in the comments. If y'all have helpful tips for cleaning out your terror deck, because like I said, we're leaving the stink energy in the past. And also, oh yeah, just let me know how your writing went for the week. I really love being able to connect with you guys and hear how your projects are going. So thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll see you guys next time.